So I'm delighted to welcome you here as pupils, parents, staff, governors and patrons in our new auditorium, a flexible space that can be transformed in many ways as you will learn on your tours after this ceremony. With me on the stage today are some of the patrons who are kindly supporting our vision going forward by offering their expertise, skills and knowledge. My aim was to tap into a network of eminent women across all fields, many of whom are Talbot Heath alumni, in order to offer our pupils additional opportunities with regard to the teaching and learning of subjects. My aim was to develop an integrated approach to learning that included school, higher education institutions and industry, and our patrons will support this goal. So before I introduce them, can we thank them all very much for coming today. So I'm going to take this opportunity to introduce them to you individually, but you'll find more detailed information in the brochures that we've given to mark this event. So, Dr. Anjana Katwar is a TV presenter and radio presenter, as well as an academic. She oversees the Jurassic Coast project, so close to home with fantastic expert knowledge. Rebecca Newnham is a sculptor and designer. Her current work illustrates scientific ideas such as waves of energy and sound. And Rebecca designed and created the sculpture Surge, which stands 4 meters high outside the Hub building. Cannot miss it. Dr. Jan Peters MBE has a passion for engaging young people and the public in STEM and founded Catalytic in 2004, a consultancy to make change happen in education. Dr. Heidi Doughty is a consultant in transfusion medicine for NHS blood and transplant, with honorary appointments to the university hospitals. Rosalind Preston, OBE, is dedicated to the rights and status of women nationally and internationally, equal employment rights, the care of the elderly, and interfaith relations. Jessamine Wells is an associate at Western Design Architects, and she was part of the architectural team that created the design for the STEAM Hub. So a really exciting day for Jessamine. This is the first time she's seen her building. Louisa Klein is a very successful actor. Most recently, she portrayed the role of Mayor Stepney in the ITV series Emmerdale. Emily Harris is the Director of Drama at Sydenham School for Girls. She has a real passion for creativity in the curriculum. And Kate Royal is an internationally acclaimed soprano. She studied at the Guildhall School of Music and Drama and the National Opera Studio. The last time I contacted Kate, she said she would have loved to come to school, but she was actually singing at the Met in New York, and I forgave her for putting that commitment first. But I'm particularly delighted that she has agreed to sing for us today as part of this ceremony.
Precisa,
Kate, that was truly marvellous. And Miss Dyson found the Speech Day programme from when you were a pupil here at the school. It's in my office. And you were there as most promising musician when you were sitting at the same age as some of these pupils. So if you love your music and you're inspired and you love singing, then you too, if you pay attention in Mr. Hill's and Miss Williams' classes, could be here singing as brilliantly as Kate did at some point in the future. Dr. Angela Katwa's dynamism and enthusiasm shone like a beacon the very first time I met her. Kindred spirit, I thought. To me, her life and her career epitomise the spirit of interdisciplinary learning. So I've asked her to talk today.
What I really want you to think about during this talk is finding that source, that point source of inspiration that will take you on your own journey through your life to achieve things that you perhaps would never think possible. And for me, it all started here actually, and I don't recommend you ever go hiking across a really spiky lava field in your Sunday best, but in 1998 that's precisely what I was doing in Kenya when I went there to visit my family, my extended family. And it was on that day, I was probably about 12 or 13 years old, the age of some of you in this audience. I walked out across that lava field and I was completely struck by what an incredible environment it was. I grew up in Slough, so I didn't grow up by the sea as you are doing in Bournemouth, this beautiful place. It was a challenging childhood, but that visit to that particular location solidified in me an absolute passion for the earth and to know more about how the earth was formed. And what I encourage you today, and I think what a fantastic, inspiring opening we've had with Kate's singing. I mean, that for me, if I was listening to that and I was your age, that would light the fuse for me to, ace my music classes. So, thank you so much. So, think about what it is within yourself that's going to light that fuse. Because I'm an earth scientist, I travel to fantastic locations all over the world. This is an image from Hawaii, actually. I was in a helicopter flying across a lava field, across Kilauea, and what you see there, you are literally looking into the heart of the volcano. That's the lava tube. And that's kind of what I want you to do today, is look inside yourself and try and find what it is that drives you. This beautiful centre that's been built, it is full of inspirational points, whether it's science, engineering, technology, engineering, mathematics or art. Find what it is that within yourself that's going to take you on that journey so you can basically make your dreams come true. The other thing that I encourage you to do is to go to places that make you feel small. And I used to do that all the time because in a previous life, I was a glaciologist and I studied ice in all of its forms from Norway, which is where I am here, to Antarctica. And when you go to those places, when you go to those environments, being in those kind of extraordinary natural landscapes, you start to feel really small, but because you're out of your comfort zone, it encourages you to think bigger. And that's precisely what I want you to do. This centre offers huge opportunities for you to kind of put yourself out of your comfort zone zone, so you start to feel that a little bit more challenged. Maybe you start to feel quite small at the start and scared. But you know what? That's okay, because being scared means that there's an obstacle for you to overcome and a challenge for you to meet, and who knows where that's going to take you. Could take you up to Norway, for example. The other thing I cannot stress enough is that art is power. And as a scientist, I think creatively. I've always thought creatively. And I work with so many different artists, and they actually think quite scientifically. We work together, artists, scientists, engineers, mathematicians, engineers. We think creatively as a team. And when we think creatively, incredible things can happen. And we are looking towards an uncertain future, and the objective of this centre is to give you the life skills that you need to kind of approach those challenges with confidence and positivity and knowledge and skills. And this is my 7-year-old daughter. We were at the Tate Modern a couple of weeks ago at the end of half term, and she did this on her own without any prompting, and I thought it was such a powerful statement. You've got Anthony Gormley's sculpture there, but to me it demonstrated that art makes children powerful. And that's what I want you to go away with, this message that within yourselves there is something inside you that if you nurture it, if you feed it, if you let it grow like a seed within you, you will have the power to change the world around you. And this is the mantra that I live by: be the change that you wish to see in the world. This beautiful, fantastic, innovative centre is here now, and you just have to embody it.
You know pupils, that's what I absolutely wholeheartedly believe in, and I say that to you. We have such faith in the younger generations. You can be that change. You can transform the world and make it a better place. At the start, I said it had been a 3-year journey. Mr. Annette, who has worked so tirelessly with Lucy Elford to work out all the visuals and the sounds and the lightings, I said, what should we use as the backdrop to our 3-year time-lapse video of this build? I said, Mrs. Holloway, Peter Gabriel's track, Steam. It's brilliant to see 3 years' work in 2.5 minutes. I just wanted to finish this morning before we invite all our parents to go and have some fizz and some canapes and a tour of this beautiful building, just to say a huge thank you. I'm going to stop.